You plug in your Firestick, sit down to watch something, and you get the same message again, not available in your region. Meanwhile, your streaming speed crawls to a stop right at 8 p.m. every single night. Here's what's actually going on, and how a VPN fixes both problems from a $5 device plugged into the back of your TV. Let's start with what a VPN actually is, because the term gets thrown around a lot without much explanation. A VPN, or virtual private network, takes your Firestick's internet connection and routes it through an encrypted tunnel to a server somewhere else. To every app on that device, and to your internet provider watching the connection, it looks like your traffic is coming from wherever that server is located. That's it. No magic, just an encrypted, rerouted connection. Now, why does that matter specifically for a streaming device sitting in your living room? 3 reasons. Number 1. Region-locked content. Streaming services don't license their catalogs globally. They license country by country. That means the exact same subscription can show you a completely different library depending on where your connection appears to be. A show licensed for the UK might not exist at all in the US catalog. A documentary sitting in the Canadian library might be nowhere to be found if you're connecting from somewhere else. This isn't a mistake in the app. It's how the underlying licensing deals are actually structured. Studios sell regional rights separately, sometimes years apart, which is why a show can be available in one country's catalog while still listed as coming soon, indefinitely, in another. A VPN app installed directly on your Firestick lets you pick a server location, say the UK or Canada or Japan, and your streaming apps behave as if you're physically there. To be clear, you still need an active subscription to the service. The VPN just changes which regional version of that subscription you're unlocking. This matters most if you travel with your Firestick, if you're living abroad and want your home country's catalog, or if you simply know a different region has more of what you actually want to watch. Number 2. Throttling. Some internet providers slow down your connection specifically during video streaming, and specifically during peak evening hours when the most people are online at once. Sometimes this is buried in the fine print of their network management policy. Most of the time, you just notice the internet gets slow every night around dinner time and never connect that to a deliberate policy decision by your provider. Because a VPN encrypts everything leaving your Firestick, your provider can no longer see that the traffic is video streaming. It just sees encrypted data heading to a VPN server. In a lot of cases, that alone stops the targeted slowdown because the provider simply can't identify what to throttle anymore. To be fair, this is separate from your base internet speed. A VPN can't turn a slow connection into a fast one. What it can do is remove your provider's ability to selectively slow down streaming traffic specifically once that traffic is encrypted and unreadable to them. Number 3. Privacy on a device the whole household shares. Think about everything running through a Firestick, the streaming apps themselves, the Fire TV interface, ad networks built into free ad-supported channels. Every one of those can log your IP address, a rough location, and viewing patterns, and feed all of that into advertising profiles that follow your household across other devices and other websites. A VPN masks your household's real IP address from every single one of those apps at once, which meaningfully cuts down how much of that logging can even happen in the first place. It won't stop a streaming service from knowing what you watch inside its own app while you're logged in, but it does stop the broader tracking across apps and sites that depends on your IP address staying the same over time. So, how do you actually set this up? Surfshark has a dedicated app for Amazon Fire TV, available straight from the Amazon App Store, right on the Firestick itself. No sideloading, no developer settings, no workarounds. You install it like any other app, log in, pick a server location from the list, and connect. From that point on, everything running through the Firestick routes through that encrypted connection, and you can switch locations anytime a specific show or a specific catalog calls for it. One more thing worth knowing. Surfshark allows unlimited devices on a single account, so your Firestick doesn't compete with your phone or laptop or anyone else's device for a connection slot. You set it up once, and it just runs in the background from then on. If your Firestick has ever told you something isn't available in your region, or your streaming has ever slowed down for no obvious reason right when you sat down to watch something, this is a 5-minute fix for both of those. Using a device you already own, with no extra hardware, and one subscription covering your whole household. Full walkthrough